Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. I don't think we have guests today, but yeah, thank you. Most of you already know me. I do a lot of the table topic speeches. I finally graduated to the Icebreaker speech. Actually, I've given my Icebreaker speech in my previous club, but they only gave me like the Icebreaker gum and not like an actual icebreaker. So, and winter's coming, so I'm like, yeah, sure, let me do it again. I'm just gonna tell you guys about who I am, how I got here. I mean, it's not gonna be like a whole book, just 4 or 5 minutes of talk. My name is Fawaz Joseph. Fawaz stands for blessing in Arabic. And it's actually my middle name. My first name is Adeniyi, and that stands for the crown as honor in Yoruba, which is my language. I'm from Lagos. The whole family came here when I was around 11. We went to Upper Marlboro with my aunts on my mom's side, but when we got financially stable enough, we went to Greenbelt near College Park. And when I came here, I kind of was culture shocked. So many things were different. Like the way you make friends was different. Like I was at that age where all the rules were made, so I didn't know what was going on. The first day of school, actually someone told me to scoot up and I didn't know what that meant. So it was weird. And my defense mechanism or my response to that was to just kind of retreat into myself. So for a while, I wasn't the best version of me. Like in school, like my GPA definitely didn't reflect what I know I could do. I did what I was comfortable with, but when it came time to try, I just didn't try. And at home, I would just eat hot dogs and play video games all the time. And that's something we didn't have in Nigeria. Like we have stoves, but we didn't have a microwave. And I'm sure they sold hot dogs in Nigeria somewhere, but we only had snacks. We never had snacks to fill you. We only had snacks to till you over to the next food. So you can have snacks, but then you have to wait. I would have to wait for my mom to finish the food, and I would ask her when is the food gonna be done. She would say 5 minutes, but she said 5 minutes for the last 30 minutes. It was this weird dance where I knew she was lying, but she knew I couldn't do anything about it. So we just kept playing it. But when in the US, there was that convenience factor that I wasn't really ready for. And I just kind of let myself go. But when I got to college, I had more control over my life. So it was kind of the whole, with great power comes great responsibility. I couldn't blame anyone else for what was happening. So I just kind of decided to get my life together. And I started at 280 pounds, but then I went up to 320 pounds because I didn't know what I was doing. And then right now I'm 180 pounds. And I don't really check the weight the scale anymore. I try to do it once a week, but I just, I forget sometimes if I have to rush. And even then, my goal when I go to the gym is not to lose weight, but try to gain muscle. Because my mom has this notion that if you're losing weight, you're not eating. So I have to look stocky somehow. So she doesn't badger me every time I come see her. But right now, I'm just good on the physical level. I like where I am. So a lot of the stuff I've been trying just to broaden my horizon. That's actually why I'm here. I'm trying to be a better speaker. I wasn't the most outgoing person. So I didn't have a really good base, just learn how to speak publicly. So that's why I'm here. I'm trying new things I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now. I'm not that good at it, but I do it. I try very hard. And I just go to conventions. I try to go to a few meetups in the area just to meet new people. I'm always trying new things. And and actually I've already said it, but that's why I'm here, just to kind of be the best version of me. And I do the tabletop just to kind of practice. But yeah, I really like this whole club and what it does for people, and just it gives you a chance to kind of improve an aspect of yourself that I think everyone can improve. Thank you very much.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Fawaz. Thank you for your icebreaker speech. I always enjoy attending attending and listening to Icebreaker speeches. So I was very happy to know that not just yours, but another one, because oftentimes you see these people attending your meeting and you wonder, who are they? What do they do? Where are they from? What are they interested in? Although I think with you, we have gotten a lot of insight from your table topics since your personality comes through. And another reason I enjoy table topics is you often don't know what you're going to get because they can be unpredictable. But I think yours was very good in that you told us a lot about yourself. You probably answered a lot of the questions that some of us might have had silently about who is this guy? Now we know. So I think we've gotten a lot of insight, not only about your background, but also why you're here and why this Toastmasters is such a good venue, not just for you, but for everyone else. So I really like your speaking style. It's very engaging. It was very easy to understand. Some parts, I think I wrote down, if you can't think of anything else, you can always talk about eye contact. So I think a lot of times it was good, but there's some of the times where you might have been sort of like looking down at the table, or which is perfectly natural for an icebreaker speech. But otherwise, very good. Another thing I want to mention, and just for your future talks, is that you gave us a lot of information, which is good. There's some Toastmaster speeches where I'm thinking, don't give us everything, save something for future speeches. But I think you're good because you only drop like teasers for saying. So I can foresee if you get writer's block or speaker's block about future speeches, I can see a lot of future topics you can talk about in the future, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, your loss of weight, your snacks, and when you first arrived in this country. So in future speeches, you can be more unified about your topic and talk about one particular thing rather than a list of things. So I'm looking forward to that. Thanks.